Hi y'all, it is the Southern Belle from Hell here, and welcome to another speed building video. Guys, I was inspired by a photo that I think it was AI generated, and my fiance sent it to me. And he is a musician. We love music, and he saw this AI image, and I'm going to link it down below. And he was like, this is the most awesome house. If you could build this in The Sims, that'd be so cool. So I decided to do a build for him, but also it kind of made me think about the rumor that's been going around. If you hadn't heard it, you know, I don't want to say you heard it here, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? But there's a rumor that the next expansion pack is going to be centered around rock bands, or going on the road, just really delving more into the music career for our Sims. And I think that'd be so cool. I really do. I don't know if I would say that would make a whole expansion pack. To me, that would be like a just a regular game pack. I don't know. I don't know if there would be a world for that or whatever. But it would be neat to have more like fun stuff to do in music. But no, this house was so awesome, and there was another image that I had saved for like a rainy day, and I just kind of combined it. So both of those images are listed down below if you want to see my inspiration. This was a challenging build. I played a lot with the roofing to make it the shape of a guitar. And it was difficult, and I'm happy I made the decision to kind of keep this part separate from the rest of the house, because the roofs, is it roofs or roofs? Anyways, tomato, y'all know what I mean. They will like kind of cut in if this was like a part of a room. So it's not. That's why I kind of like made it a separate little foyer area when you enter the house. And I made plenty of entrances for the house, because the initial like opening, it looks like it would be the main entrance, but now you have to enter through the side, because I use like the circular window from Realm of Magic to make it make it look like a guitar on the front. You'll see when we get there, but like you can't walk through it. Your Sims can't walk through that hole. It's a window, So I make other entrances instead that kind of connect to the front. I knew when I saw this image, I was like, I've got to do like a Rockstar theme, and kind of make it super edgy and lavish, a little bit luxurious here and there. And I really wanted to do an indoor pool, because I don't know. I just feel like, if I had an indoor pool, that would be it. I made it, So I decided to put an indoor pool in here, and the layout is a little different. It's a little different. I tried to kind of think outside of the box, and it's so hard to make like functional rooms that aren't glitchy when you're using, the circular template to make these rooms. Because the walls want to glitch, the wall coverings, the floor coverings, and I really hope they fix that sometime soon, because it is so annoying. It's super exciting to be able to make round rooms and, round pools and stuff, but then things glitch. But anyways, I digress. It's neither here nor there. But above this pool, I wanted to make kind of like a patio area where you can see down into it, and it be like another party area. I mean, I'm picturing this to be where our Rockstar is throwing some crazy, crazy parties. But I wanted to have like a staircase that goes into the second floor balcony. And I put it in the back, but then I was like, you know what? In the picture, it has stairways that kind of wind to the front. So I end up moving those and getting it to where it connects to like, the front deck. and it goes up into the second floor. And to me, that fit better. It looked cooler, and it matched, you know, kind of with this aesthetic I'm going with, kind of stylish, edgy, different, you know. I didn't want to do like something super modern, like, you know, where you have a lot of dull colors, but I end up going with black and white because I just feel like having that Rockstar type of image, you could do a lot of edgy stuff with black and white. They're bold against each other, but I end up making the bedrooms a little bit louder, a little bit more like with geometric shape wallpaper. The guest bedrooms are super colorful because I just didn't want this to be like a boring build, you know, like cool on the outside but on the inside. But I really like the way the black and white swatches came out. It's I can't wait for you to see it. I love it. But for the strings of the guitar, I'm just using the wall sculptures. I think they're base game. If not, I know we did get a wall sculpture like this in the Dine Out pack, and I'm just using like the little like wall decor knobs that came with Cottage Living to make it look like it's the pieces on the fretboard. And I also use from the Industrial Living pack these caps, these like metal caps that go to the side where it also looks like, you know, it's the tuner, it's the treble and all that great stuff in the front, trying to make it look a little bit more like a guitar. But the house I'm going off of, it had, you know, just all glass around the sides, and they were like bigger windows, but I could not find bigger windows that just would go on these circular walls. Like they would, but they wouldn't. You know, there would be like a corner sticking out, and I hated it. It got on my nerves. So I just kind of stuck with these smaller paned windows. It still kind of gives that same effect. And I used the big windows from Moschino that kind of overlooks the second floor back patio. This house turned out so cool, but I did struggle trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to landscape this place? Because I didn't want to take away from the craziness of the shape of this house. You know, I didn't want to do like an Edward Scissorhands type of, you know, front yard and backyard type of landscaping. So I just tried to keep it looking fancy, I guess you could say, like someone that you could tell is affluent lives here. You know, it's got like more of the structured type of landscaping. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't look like it's part of the natural landscape. I do throw a couple things in there just so it blends in better with its surroundings. But I use most of the plants from, let's see, Jungle Adventure and Island Living. I felt like that fit in more with the style of this house. I didn't go overboard. I just used mainly hedges because I didn't want, like, I don't want your eyes to immediately look at all the colorful flowers. I wanted to look at the house. So I was trying to think aesthetically what would be more pleasing. So yeah, I just used a lot of shrubbery and ferns, you know, I'm having a mind blank, but basically like I save the real flowery looking plants for the backyard. I do put a woohoo bush down because I'm like, oh, you know, Rockstar is probably going to have crazy parties with some crazy guests that may want to use a bush, you know. I think I've only had one Sim family ever use the bush for naughty things, but that's because their house was full of kids. So I said, y'all go outside and use this bush. But I thought it was perfect for like the style I'm shooting for and the type of sim that I'm picturing to be in this type of house. Here, I just wanted to like add something extra to the backyard. I wanted to add something a little interesting, something a little bit more decorative, you know, like a random piece of landscaping that's just pretty, you know. But I try to make sure to light all of the outside up. So, you know, even at night, you could see like the glow of the guitar. You know, you could see kind of the details of this house. I call it a mansion, but it's not actually a mansion. You know what I mean? Like, it's only got 2 bedrooms, could be 3, but I use 1 bedroom for like, you know, kind of like this jam out session. I put guitars in there, the speakers, you know, like maybe this is the place that the band members come and just have like a relaxed practice, not a studio practice, but, you know, just jam out and stuff. So yeah, this isn't like a mansion, but it's a big house. Like, it easily could be like 4 bedrooms, but I make the dining room huge. The living room is pretty big. The kitchen's a good size, and, you know, I leave a lot of space open to just put like art and sculpture stuff. But no, like, this is one of my favorite houses that I've ever built, and I love building things that are different. And I feel like, especially with 2024 coming to an end and we're getting into 2025, you know, why not try something different, try something fun? And I hope you guys really, really enjoy this build. Maybe it inspires you. I do not use any CC in this build. I wanted this to be something, you know, that everyone can use, especially if our new expansion pack has to do with, you know, music and, you know, having a band, because I'm definitely going to make me like a crazy, wild rock star. I say that, but like, I also was trying to get like design ideas in my head from Gene Simmons' house. I don't know if many of you have watched Gene Simmons' show that used to be on A&E called The Family Jewels, but they had this huge white house that had really long windows, like that's in this house. And it's just so funny to me because, you know, Gene Simmons, he's the demon of Kiss, and he lived such a normal life. Like, it was so chill. It was really cute. I'm picturing the opposite for this rock star. I put more bars in this house than I put in any house I've built. I put 3 bars in this entire house. I am picturing like your stereotypical crazy rock star that has groupies and, you know, insane parties, and, you know, when they're not partying, they're just rocking out with their buds and they're working on their content, all that great stuff. I was so close though. I was thinking like, why don't I look at the blueprints of Gene Simmons' house and like incorporate it? But their design is really bold, and this house's design is really bold. I mean, it's the shape of a guitar, so I didn't want it like to clash too much. So right now I'm just trying to figure out like how I want each room to be decorated, because I did want to add splashes of color. I didn't want every room to just be black and white. And I was thinking, especially for the master bathroom that's on the 3rd story, I was thinking about Elvis Presley's jungle room. That's what it's called, his jungle room. And I thought about that style as I was trying to think of, you know, what to decorate this master bathroom that's different. And yeah, I have never been to Graceland. I keep begging everyone that I meet that I want to go, because it seems like everyone's been to Graceland but me. But yeah, my grandmother was a huge Elvis Presley fan. She even went to go see him back in the day. So I just try to take like different pieces of inspiration from different musicians' houses that I've seen like on TV or in pictures, and try to like mesh it into this style, because I didn't go off a blueprint. I just went off the 2 pictures I have linked below, and, you know, just tried to be as creative as possible with these houses. it gets difficult. It really does, man. Especially like when you build a lot and you're trying to think, okay, now we've got this new house and it's big. What can I do that's different than my last build? And with the holidays, all my builds I feel like have been pretty, like cozy, very quaint type of builds. So this gave me a chance to think outside of the box, get creative with different things that I haven't used in The Sims 4 before. Sorry, my earbud fell out of my ear. But like this build, it took me a while. I've been getting good at editing, guys. I edited it down to like 33 minutes, and it took me, I would say, about 6 hours. I took breaks in between, but it took me about 6 hours to build this whole house, this whole lot. But the kitchen, I wanted it to be super sleek. I picture like a cook that they hire, or a butler or maid, some type of house staff to do the cooking. I don't really picture this sim to be someone that's like, yeah, I'm gonna cook this lavish meal after I played this show. Now I see them more like, if they didn't have a cook, they'd probably just order pizza every day. But they're successful, so they can afford a cook. I just try not to make it look too homey, make it look more on the professional side, because if our sim's not really using it and it's just the house staff, they're going to keep it clean, they're going to keep it orderly. And right now I'm just throwing around things like, what do I want to decorate? And it's difficult for me because I really love to make, homey, cozy type of kitchens. And I'm like, this needs to look a little bit more modern, very minimal in decoration, because, this isn't like a kitchen for a family. You know what I mean? So I had a difficult time, a super difficult time with this, but I think the kitchen turned out looking very sleek, very modern, very fancy. And I wanted to make the dining room kind of reminiscent of this kitchen. For guests, maybe the, music producer or anybody that this Rockstar is trying to schmooze, they come in and they can see from the dining room that they've got, this fancy pool in the back. We put a little bar in there as well, and I put a grand piano in the dining room. I know right now I have like a bunch of wall decor scattered around. I was trying to pick out things as I was going through this build of, what is some cool wall decor that I don't hardly use that I can throw around to make it look, modern and well decked out, and, just really, really fancy, really high class. And I just kind of threw them around because I knew I would forget about these little pieces, and I end up using all of them. I have a bad memory, guys. I really do. It's a problem. But what I'm doing right now is trying to find like spots for these pieces that I know I want to use. And I'm just kind of putting them, maybe I'll put it in this room, maybe I'll put it, upstairs or something. But I wanted to have a piano in this house. I wasn't sure where. And when I saw this empty spot, I'm like, well, I'm not going to put another bar here because that would just be too many bars, So I thought that would be perfect to have a little spot for the piano. And this lot has been play tested. Everything is usable and accessible. The only thing that I regret not putting in is a washing machine and a dryer. I did not put anything from laundry day. I didn't even think about it. And I kind of wish I would have put in like a secret bank vault. I always think about these things after I'm done, even though I spent hours and hours building a place just to go, crap, I wish I would have done this. But this is available in the gallery. My username is listed below. It is mcoleman570442. I've had that account for forever. Sometimes I think about changing it to SouthernBelleFromHell, but then I'm like, nah. I've had the same account since Sims 3 came out. So, you know, it's nostalgic. It's nostalgic. But this living room, I wanted it to look just really fun. You know, it still has those touches of black and white that's in the rest of the house, but I wanted it to look like a place where, you know, their friends or whoever they're entertaining comes over. We've got art. We've got some awards put up. We can all just sit around in the middle and chit chat. We've got the TV that looks like a painting that came with the Cozy Celebrations kit, which I thought that the, I guess, painting swatches on this TV was all just holiday centered. And I mean, I guess it is, but some of it doesn't necessarily have to be like this one that I picked. It doesn't have to be holiday. And it looks so cool. I actually forgot to put this in, so this is kind of an edited out piece from later in the video. As I was finishing up the house, I went, crap, I don't have that cool coffee table in there that has the aquarium. So if the lighting was different, I was playing around with how the outside looked. And then I went, oh my goodness, I forgot the coffee table. Gotta have a coffee table. Goodness. All right, so now we are working on the indoor pool, and I love this pool, guys. I wish I could have stretched this pool to just cover the sides where it's circular, but it was so glitchy and not usable, you know, from all sides. So it just kind of sucked. That's why I love and hate these round rooms. I love that we have the option. I hate that they're not very functional, but it is what it is, I guess. It still turned out looking super cool, and I end up putting the foot illuminating lights that we got from Spa Day around the first part, because, you know, they're not curved, so I couldn't just put it around the curved area. But it's so lit up at night. All of these lights just make it look so awesome. We are moving on to the second floor, and I wanted to put in enough pieces, you know, that look very artistic, and, you know, maybe this Rockstar, yeah, he's got money or she's got money, whoever you make, whoever's in your mind when you think of Rockstar. But they also love, like, art itself. They love independent painters. So I put, like, different pieces of art from city living, you know, something that looks more street artish to be in this house, because I feel like a lot of the sculptures look more on the classical side, but I wanted to put in paintings that looked more urban, I guess you could say. So this back patio, it has everything. I mean, we got another bar. I used the bar from Love Struck, and I put in the hot tub, little seating area. I wish I would have put in like an awning or something above the DJ booth. If you download this from the gallery, and if you have Seasons, put that DJ booth up, because as soon as it rains, it's going to destroy it. But when I put in like a little roof above it, to me it just kind of took away from the design of this circular back patio that overlooks the pool. It just didn't look right to me, so I leave it out there. But just remember, you download it, yeah, it's expensive, you know. So right now I'm working on like this little music / hangout room. I put, you know, one chair, the rest of it is just instruments. I put in another speaker. You know, I'm just picturing this to be like the band's hangout room. You know, not meant to entertain anyone, maybe do a little after hours practice, but, you know, No big shebang shaboodle. I put in a little bit of a bathroom attached to each room. It's a tiny bathroom, I'll give it that. And they basically have identical patios, and I put the flower boxes around the circular windows to hide basically that glitch of where the floor that's on the outside, it's kind of seeping into the floor from the inside. I hate when that happens. If you guys know of a mod or something that fixes that, if there is any fixing that, please let me know, because I love my round rooms. I just hate my round rooms at the same time. But this bathroom, I wanted it to kind of match the rest of the house's aesthetic, have that black and white bold look. And you know, this is the bathroom that the band members, when they come over, they use in between jam sessions. And the other bathroom is a little bit more chill. We've got kind of a pale red, and I picture this room to be the woohoo room. Yeah. It's not a big room at all, but you know, it's got a little way out to the balcony, private bathroom. I picture after, you know, a crazy wild party, maybe our Sim is like, you know, into a groupie and is like, hey, I got a room just for us. I mean, he's got his own bedroom, but maybe he's like, nah, we'll go to the woohoo room. Or maybe one of the other band members. Who knows? So I use a ton of stuff from Lovestruck in this room. I use the lights from the Cozy Kitsch kit, and some sculptures from, I think, Decor to the Max. Yeah, I always forget the name of that one. I just make like a matching bathroom that's kind of got the same vibe as the other one. I don't really like change up the creativity too much of these bathrooms. I just, you know, try to color match, I guess, and still have it look interesting. But after this, we're going to move on to the third floor, which just opens up into our Sims' master bedroom. I put in a fireplace. I put in an area where they can do some media production, maybe, you know, edit their sounds, stuff like that. I use another bed from Lovestruck because I just felt like it was fitting. For this bedroom, I wanted it to just be really open, and you know, we have black and white, but we have more like geometrical shapes. It's a little bit louder, I feel, but it still has like touches of elegance, you know, to show, you know, hey, I'm a successful rock star. I love this house, guys, and I hope if you download it from the gallery, I hope you do too. And, you know, send me some screenshots. Comment down below if you downloaded it. I hope you guys enjoy it, because if we do get that pack, I am definitely playing in this house. We are about to move on to the last room, which is the master bathroom. I really love this bathroom. I really just kept picturing the pictures I've seen of Elvis Presley's jungle room, and you know, all the stringy plants that's coming from the ceiling and all that great stuff. So we are near the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And tune in next week for my next build. So until next time, guys, have a good one.